In every corner of the world, millions of people carry dreams in their hearts, dreams of freedom, success, and a better life. But most of these dreams disappear before they even begin. Why? Because people wait for the perfect moment, the perfect amount of money, or the perfect opportunity. But what if the perfect moment is right now? Listen to this story carefully, because it might change the way you think. In a busy city, there lived a young man named James. He was 28 years old and worked in a small factory where he earned just enough to survive. After paying rent and buying food each month, almost nothing remained. One evening while returning from work, James noticed an old man selling fresh juice on the roadside. The cart was small, but it was always surrounded by customers. Curious, James bought a glass. The juice was fresh and delicious. He asked, "Uncle, how long have you been doing this?" The old man smiled and replied, "Almost 15 years. This small cart feeds my whole family." That night James couldn't stop thinking. If someone with just a small cart could support his family, then why was he so afraid to try something? But fear quickly appeared in his mind. I don't have money. I don't know business. What if I fail? Still, a small voice inside him whispered, "At least try." The next morning James made a decision. He would start something, no matter how small. He had only $200 in savings. So he began observing his neighborhood carefully. Every morning people rushed to work without eating proper breakfast. Cheap street food was unhealthy, and healthy food was expensive. There was a gap in the market. Then James remembered his mother's simple recipe for energy bars made from oats, honey, nuts, and dried fruits. Healthy, affordable, and easy to make. Using his $200, he bought ingredients and simple packaging. Every night after work he made energy bars in his small kitchen. His first batch was only 50 bars. Early each morning before going to the factory, he visited nearby offices and shops, offering free samples. Most people ignored him. Some didn't even listen. But James didn't stop. After 2 weeks of rejection, a small coffee shop owner finally tried one and said, "This is good. Leave 20 bars here. If they sell, I'll order more." Within 3 days, all 20 bars were sold. The shop ordered 50 more. Slowly, one shop became 5. 5 became 15. Of course, problems came. Ingredients sometimes ran out. Packaging broke. Once an entire batch spoiled. But every mistake taught him something. After 6 months, his small business started earning as much as his factory job. So James made a bold decision. He quit his job and focused completely on his business. He rented a small workspace, hired 2 helpers, and increased production. 1 year later, his energy bars were being sold in over 100 shops across the city. 3 years after starting with just $200, James owned a successful food business and employed 15 people. But the most valuable thing he gained wasn't money. It was confidence. James's story teaches us something powerful. You don't need a lot of money to start. You need an idea that solves a real problem. Failure is not your enemy. It is your teacher. And success doesn't come overnight, it comes from consistent effort. So if you have a dream inside your heart, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start small. Start today. Start with whatever you have. Because the biggest difference between successful people and everyone else is simple. Successful people started while others kept making excuses. Your journey begins the moment you take the first step.